attention.
Mega Bulldog. An interesting name for an interesting blaster. Another 2019 release. This one, I guess, I would assume 2019, but it did come out kind of into 2018 in some locations, and, well, we are already seeing this one on Amazon. In fact, that's where I picked this up for the princely sum of $20 American. And what do you get for your $20 American? Well, you get the Bulldog itself, which is, well, pretty freaking cool looking, if I may say so. I really like the look of this one, although for it to be a Mega Blaster, that's an interesting design choice, a front loader at that. So take that at what you will, and this one does do some kind of transformation. It extends out, and I guess this is supposed to be the same vein as the Thunderhawk, but hopefully a lot more frickin' interesting, because the Thunderhawk was not really all that interesting. Even though I've done a review on it and I haven't even uploaded it. That's how interesting the Thunderhawk is. But the Bulldog changes mode fast as you can blast darts, designed for accuracy and power. Changes modes fast as you blast darts. Huh, so maybe the actual pullback is what transforms it and not the grip, although I thought it was, in fact, the grip. It does have a flip-up sight, it's got ammo storage, which, interesting. This doesn't happen all that often, but it holds 3 darts in the front, right? Smart AR, whatever, mega thing. But it comes with 6, because it actually holds extra darts, and I think that's a good change, because most of the time you buy these blasters, like, say, the Shadow ICS-6, well, it comes only with 6 darts. It says darts designed for greater accuracy is using the same marshmallow-tipped looking ones that came with the Thunderhawk, because it is an AccuStrike blaster. Not that I think that means a whole lot. I'm hoping I like the design of this one, really. Oh, there's a button, so maybe that's how it transforms. I have no idea. We should probably find out. One Mega Bulldog. Instruction sheet, sight and dart holder. I really detest Hasbro always taping these darts in like this. I hate it. I can't stand it. So in kind of stark contrast from the Shadow ICS-6, this thing is a lot smaller than you think it would be, because it has like a stock and everything like that, and to put this into perspective, here's the Shadow. Yeah, it's actually just a smidge longer in its at least compact form, but $25, supposed to be a pistol, $20 is kind of an SMG looking thing. Yeah, interesting. Not sure how I feel about that, and how exactly... Huh. Oh, there we go. Oh, it was already transformed! That's how... Okay, I see how that works. So, even more, when it's compact, it's actually smaller. That's like 7 kinds of hilarious to me. And it looks like once you snap these in, they're only going to go on once, and then it might be a little difficult to remove them later, so keep that in mind. Alright, there we go. And then transform! Henshin! Ah, that works out pretty good. Huh, interesting. So there's no, like, trigger guard right there, which is a little different. Grip is amazingly comfortable. It's a little small. I have a feeling that I just have the small hands, and that's what's gonna work. You can see this little finger trail right there. That fits me, but it probably won't fit you. But again, this is supposed to be a kind of compact stealth blaster looking thing akin to the Deploy. It's the Mega Deploy. And the button right here is only on one side. Again, works perfectly for me. Ooh. And I got my arm in the way on that transformation. Thankfully, there seems to be some kind of clutch mechanism in there. But, interesting. I already kind of liked the design of this blaster. I'm kind of digging it a little bit more now. And hey, if you want to do trigger discipline for your toy blaster, because that's a thing for some reason, you can very easily do that and have your finger on this button. So you just go like that. And, I mean, it's about as comfortable being as stock as you would expect. It's actually not bad comfort-wise, it's just a little short. I can get in on it because, again, it kind of feels like a PDW SMG looking thing. But it's not that bad. The sight is, that. It's cool. It's not exactly all that useful at all, but it's cool. Huh. The prime is a Night Fighter style prime. And it's got a bit of a pop to it. See how that is fully transformed. Still really easy. Ooh. Ooh. I'm kinda digging that. Okay, so right off the bat, this thing is really fun to play with. And it's a front loader, which means, judging by the length of that draw right there, which is a pretty good length right there, it's gonna have some mod potential. So I have seen the insides of this, and there's good news and bad news. The good news is the plunger tube is the length of a Mega Dart, a little bit longer in fact, but it's way thicker. So you're gonna be able to put a lot of spring power in this. And out of the box, this thing, while it does have a weak spring in it, is actually, it gets 100% compression right off the bat, which could mean that it might be a little difficult to mod. We'll have to see about that in the near future, because this one's definitely kind of singing that I want to do something cool with it. But the plunger tube itself is an interesting beast. They decided with the plunger tube on the Bulldog to limit the airflow going to the Smart AR system so it doesn't just blow all the darts out the front of it, which you could have just made a smaller plunger tube, but whatever. And it's got a weird design where if you want to get the maximum amount of power out of this thing, you're gonna basically need to cut off the entire front and forego ever using the Smart AR system, because the air only comes out of a small hole on the side of the blaster, as opposed to the entirety of the front of the plunger tube, which is a bit disappointing, but that doesn't mean it's unmoddable, just a little bit more difficult. And for somebody who would want to make this thing like a pretty powerful little transformable sniper rifle, which is kind of what I was hoping to do with it, that might be good. Because you can get a lot of power out of a draw like that, for real. And that pop is just so cute. Dart holders on the side are, they're okay. I mean, I wouldn't want to sling this on your body and hope to keep those darts there, because I don't think it would happen. Very loose fit, but it works for what it is, I suppose. I would give it a middling C review. Dart load at the front, very tight fit, and they don't stick out that much, and they're all even. I can't believe I have to say that, but sometimes like with this, it's like, oh, it'll be out like that, and it's really annoying. This one doesn't do that. So high marks all around for that one. Transformation, really fun. It is very, very sturdy. And when it's not transformed, you do seemingly have to push that forward, but it doesn't quite seem to lock. So there's no lock forward, but it does have gears, so there's friction there. So not bad at all. There we go. Foregrip is not comfortable. You kind of, like, it's okay. It's again, like, it's, this little lump right here just gets in the way, but it's big enough that you can kind of grab it any way you want, so yeah, that's okay. And let's fire the beast. It hits reasonably hard. It seemed like, no, it's giving me a little bit of tinge on the hand there. So it may actually be pretty powerful, as expected on Mega Blasters. Interesting to note, I just took a look at the packaging. There is no range claims for this, so I'm guessing it hits far under the normal Mega line, but still seems to be hitting pretty good. So let's take this over to the chronograph, do some firing footage, and then come up with our conclusion. But I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Well, the Mega Bulldog. Might I say I actually really like this blaster. It ticks pretty much all of the boxes. Now, it doesn't hit all that freaking hard. It's actually usually around the low 60s, but you gotta keep in mind the Mega projectile here is much heavier than your standard NERF Elite dart, so that might have something to do with it, which does mean this thing packs a bit of power for how compact and nice it is. And it does give you the play feature of being able to transform, and it does lock open. Like, that's really nice. I mean, it could be a little bit stouter, but it's better than it just collapsing in on itself like the Thunderhawk. That thing's still disappointing to me. I just kind of wish it would lock closed. That's I think that's a miss for me. If there was just a bit more frictions, they had to pop that free, I'd be a bit happier. But performance-wise, shooting it outside, shooting over the chronograph, I really liked how it did. Most of the shots were just straight down the line, as you would expect from the AccuStrike dart, which I think in this case is just the heft of the dart versus the power of the blaster, but it performed admirably. I'm happy with the 60-65s I was getting. I was happy with the range. It seemed really good. And overall, I think the Mega Bulldog is definitely something that you could look at getting. Is it something you have to have? I don't really think so, but it has a decent future for modding. I would be a little concerned with the spring rest and how it gets 100% compression out of the box, which means it may be difficult to find a spring that fits in there. Who knows? We will find out in the very near future. But big plunger tube. Now, of course, you would most likely have to remove the Smart AR system out of this thing if you ever want to shoot it with a regular Elite darts, but that should mean lots of power potential from this thing, or convert it into a shotgun. That also seems like it would be kind of fun if you can get enough power out of here. And while it is mostly just kind of a goofy, fun version of the Tri-Brake, it's an appropriate goofy, fun version of the Tri-Brake, because the Tri-Brake looks ugly, and its brake action feature is completely useless. While this is completely useless, this is at least super fun, and with the proper paint job, this thing would look absolutely ace. I honestly don't have anything bad I can say about the Bulldog, and I actually really like it. Will it replace your Cyclone Shock or your Magnus? I don't really think so. But if you're looking for something small, compact, easy to holster, there is a sling point on it right here and right there, although it being back there, obviously you can only sling it when it's in the transformed position. But I think this would be perfect if you want to make a little carbine sniper rifle looking thing and just single the barrel, have a breech load, and give it the ability to transform. Yeah, no, I can see this actually being a cool little blaster, and I'm sure somebody's gonna make a cool one. If it's not me, it's gonna be somebody else. So Mega Bulldog, I definitely think if you're looking for something like this, it is worth the $20. You can have a lot of fun with it. It's got a decent future for modding, I hope, and overall, nice little blaster. I really hope you liked this one. I was kind of surprised how much I liked the Bulldog, because normally I don't really dig the Mega Blasters. Ever since the Cyclone Shock, everything's felt kind of samey, but hey, no, this one's a complete winner. So let me know what you think about the Bulldog down in the comments section below. Did I get this right? Did I get this wrong? Well, you telling me is how I know if I'm doing a good job or not, so I really appreciate that. But otherwise, this has been Walcom S7. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different video.
You gotta up, outside.